Ethan and Hannah were two villagers living in a small town in rural Kansas. Their house was located on the outskirts of the town, surrounded by vast fields of wheat and corn. One evening, as they were having dinner, they noticed an eerie silence outside. The usual sounds of crickets and rustling wheat fields were absent. They commented on the strange silence, but dismissed it and continued their meal. Later that night, they were awoken by a loud banging on their door. Ethan got up to answer it, but Hannah grabbed his arm and whispered,
"Wait, something doesn't feel right."
As they stood frozen in fear, the banging grew louder and more aggressive. Suddenly, they heard a low growl, followed by a blood-curdling scream. They looked out the window and saw a figure lurking in the shadows of the fields. Terrified, they huddled together in the corner of their bedroom, listening as the growls and screams grew closer. They knew they had to do something, but they were paralyzed with fear. Suddenly, the banging and growling stopped, replaced by an eerie silence. They cautiously peeked out the window, and their blood ran cold. They saw a figure standing in the field, staring directly at them. Its eyes glowed red in the darkness, and they could see its long, sharp teeth glistening in the moonlight. They were too scared to move, too scared to make a sound. The creature started moving towards the house, and they could hear its heavy breathing and snarls. Ethan grabbed a baseball bat, and Hannah found a knife, but they knew they were no match for the creature outside. As the creature approached the house, they heard a voice in their head, a voice that spoke to them in a language they couldn't understand. The voice was menacing and terrifying, and it told them that they were going to die. Suddenly, the creature vanished into thin air, leaving Ethan and Hannah trembling and confused. They never found out what had happened that night, but they knew that something evil and otherworldly had come for them. From that moment on, they made sure to lock their doors and windows every night, fearful of what lurked in the darkness of the fields. They were never able to shake the feeling of terror that had consumed them that night, and they knew that they would never feel truly safe again.